Scroll through enough business content online and you'll notice something. It's all built for the same kind of person. Young, quick with a phone, comfortable in front of a ring light. I'm none of those things, and for a long time that made me assume none of it was for me. I want to tell you why I stopped assuming that. I'm a pastor. I keep 60 beehives. My hands have spent more years around concrete and construction sites than computer keyboard. When I picture the kind of person these online business courses are built for, I'm about as far from that picture as a man can get. So when a friend sent me a link last October, my first instinct wasn't excitement, it was suspicion. I figured it'd be more of the same, aimed at somebody younger, faster, more plugged in than an old beekeeper from Arkansas. I almost didn't bother looking for exactly that reason. I want to give you the honest version of what I found because I think honest reviews are rarer than they should be in this space. What I found wasn't a quick money pitch, it was a library built over years by somebody who had actually done the work, tested it, refined it, courses on the actual mechanics of building something online. And here's the part that surprised me. I got to put my name on all of it. Not a piece, all of it. My brand, my community, and when somebody buys, that's mine to keep. Not a commission, not a cut of somebody else's sale. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you it was simple because it wasn't, not for me. I had to learn things I'd never touched before. There were weeks I felt like I was further behind than when I started. That's the honest part nobody tells you in the slick version of these stories. But here's what was different about this one compared to the 8 or 10 things I'd tried before over 40 years. It wasn't asking me to recruit anybody or chase down family and friends. It wasn't promising me a number by a date. It was just, here's a system, already built, already proven. Put your name on it and go to work. The kind of straightforward I'd been looking for since long before I knew what I was looking for. I'll say this plainly too, because I think it matters. This isn't for everybody. If you're looking for something with no effort attached, this isn't that. If you want a guarantee with a dollar sign on it, I can't give you one. And anybody who does, you should be careful of. What I can tell you is what it's been for me. 7 months in, still learning, still building, and further along than I ever expected to be at 77 with no tech background and no audience when I started. I think about why I ended up paying attention to something that wasn't built with me in mind. And the honest answer is God's used unlikely instruments my whole life. A church that met on construction sites because that's where the men were. A book recorded one chapter at a time with no audience waiting. An old beekeeper showing up on somebody's phone screen at exactly the moment they need to hear they're not too old or too late. None of that was obvious choice either. He doesn't seem to need the obvious choice. So that's the honest review. Not a perfect system, not a guarantee, but something real that a 77-year-old with no business being good at any of this has managed to build something with anyway. If any of this sounds like it might be for you, I left a link in the description to what I found. Take a look when you're ready, no pressure, and if you've got questions, the community's free to join. The first pinned post has everything you need, and I read every message myself.